Oh, that's strong. Okay, guys, today we are going to talk about Blazor a little bit again. So let me see if I'm really quick. I'm streaming here. Just let me check if I'm streaming. Okay, if I'm streaming. Okay, make it the chat. Okay, we're going to talk about Blazor. Blazor. So recently I started a project using Blazor after almost 1 year without even touch the framework. I spent like a couple of months. I did a specific software on Blazor a couple of months back, and my opinion, I thought that was missing a lot of good stuff. It was not a couple of months; actually, it was over 1 year. So now the framework seems to be a little bit mature, and I trying it out again. I'm trying it out in a new framework, in a new SaaS um, SaaS product that I'm building, and it seems right now that I don't know. I started to like it even more than React, to be honest with you guys. So I'm a .NET developer, so everything that is embedded with all the .NET framework technologies, I always give it a couple of tries because they will they used to get faster, better. So they used to get better faster before, but still they are getting better. Um, they are getting better. So that's my personal opinion. Many years back, products, or maybe just because, well, my feeling is that many years back, it was easy to notice the difference on the progress. Right now, um, it's harder. Maybe this is just my feeling, but um, who knows? It's just my feeling. So let's just go to start some projects today. Let's review Blaze practical examples. Okay, for that I'm going to start over in a different ways. Okay, I'm going to start over trying the templates. So let's go here. So let's open Visual Studio, and here we're going to create a new project. Okay, and we're going to put Blazor here. So Blazor. Okay, as you can see, we have different templates that we can create. We have a Blazor web app, we have a Blazor server app, and we have a Blazor web assembly standalone app. So let's review the details here. A Blazor web app, a project template for creating a Blazor web app that supports both server-side rendering and client interactivity. This template can be used for web apps with rich dynamic user face. UI. So this is a template. We're going to create the 3 different templates so you can see the difference, okay? I also saw a couple of weeks back this new hybrid app, which I believe is for making your application. I haven't tried this with .NET MAUI yet, but it's for making your application running under or on mobile, the same web applications. I haven't tried this one, so I cannot talk about this one today. But I also installed a couple of other templates with using Fluent UI, which I believe is one of the most used framework right now, UI framework for Microsoft. Fluent UI, it seems to be the de facto UI framework they're using for um, even for the Aspire dashboard that they created a couple of weeks back. So they try with Blazor, which right now, this is one of the things that I left Blazor a couple of over a year back, and the main reason was because they were not adopting the same technology they were building, and this is a highlight. Okay, if you're going to implement something for a client, you can go with, on my opinion, you can go with something that is not mature, that not even the creators are using or were using it by then. So now they are starting to push more products using Blazor, and developers start feeling more confident, and I'm one of them. Okay, so I'm going to show you the difference. This is going to be a basic one, a basic video. So I'm going to teach you the difference between these 3 templates, and also the templates when you install Fluent UI. Okay, we're going to talk about Fluent UI. We're going to talk about the difference between these templates. This is my main focus on this video today. Okay, so but let's give a quick recap to what is the different. So the two ways we have to render an app in Blazor. So we have, so let's say we have this is a browser and this is a server. This is the server. Okay, this is the server. So we have two ways to run our app. We have WASM, which is WebAssembly, okay, and we have a server side. Okay, the main difference is the interactivity mode that you can allow to your pages to run here. So here we have a runtime, a .NET runtime. So we have a .NET runtime. So we have a little .NET runtime that runs on the browser, and it allows you to compile the .NET and visualize your interactive pages. Okay, for using this type of project, you need to use render mode, interactive mode, WebAssembly. Okay, so basically, when you should use this one, you use it for landing pages, for example. So every use cases that you don't need any many interactions with your web pages, like a landing page, like basically a formulario with not many validations, or maybe no validations. It's just putting some text there and that's all. Maybe a dashboard with just some visualization of the data. So it's something that has no or very little interactivity. You should use WASM. When you use server, very important here. I'm not going to explain in details about this because you can read on the documentation. Basically, we have Signal R here that help you to update the component here, right? So we have a mechanism of communication in which, if you have low latency networks, so it can hurt the performance of your website. Okay, so that's a valid point here that I'm recalling right now. And we have the server-side mode, which just basically you render all your components on the server side, and you return a piece of UI to the browser. So these are the two main differences. You can go very deep here to Blazor. Let's see, Blazor documentation. And there is a very important, so here you can say render mode. Okay, and here you can see the difference between them. You go here, read about it, and you will have a different perspective on it. I'm not going to spend too much time. I'm just going to point you to the right direction when looking for the information, when looking for the documentation, and just explaining the basics here for you guys. So okay, so you go here. We have the server WASM. So, but we can also have a project. So this is the main. We have two templates, as I say. We have a WebAssembly standalone app, and we have Blazor server app. Well, we have a template that has both projects at the same time. So for this, we're going to start using the server app. Okay, let's create a Blazor server app U2. Okay, let's go. Let's do something. Let's create a solution, an empty solution back. Solution. Let's create a blank solution. Okay. Let's create Blazor YouTube. Okay, we're going to use Blazor. Create. We are going to add to this solution the three different projects. New project, Okay, as you, let's call this one both. Next, as you can see here, you can you can apply interactive render mode. We're going to see about the auto, which I believe has some specific performance. If you provision the auto render mode on your pages, that means that somehow the .NET framework identify whether your application is running if the or should run in the WASM or in the WebAssembly mode or in the server-side mode, and identify what your interactive mode, your page will run, right? By default, it goes auto. I'm going to leave it that way because we're going to use server and WebAssembly by default in the others too. So let's see the difference here. Okay, so we're going to use the per page component, and we're going to do a create. Okay, let's run this project. Let's see what we have here. Let's build it first. Oh, sorry guys. Okay. Okay, one important idea here is that you will work mainly on the server side project. So basically what we have here, let's review the project structure. So when we create the template where is contains both, basically what you have is a Blazor app bot client project and a Blazor app bot. With this one is the one that run in the server by default. Okay, and somehow he knows um, how to communicate between these two components somehow. Okay, but the most important thing here is that you will create the pages that doesn't allow so much interactivity in this project, and you will also you will create the pages that does need interactivity here, like for example this weather application. This is the basic template that we have here. .NET Run. Oh, where am oh, we have to go here. So this is very important because I spent a couple of minutes just understanding what you should start your project. Okay, you should always start using the main the server side project. Okay, so let's do this one and let's do .NET Run. Okay, it's building it. It's trying to launch it later. Okay, now we have let's see if this works. So there you go. We have this is an interactive auto page which is in the client project, and this is a server side page that is on the server. Okay, this is the basic template for this one. What else I can talk to you about what I have learned here on the Blazor? So I'm using this project right now, and the main reason I selected this template, well, was not specifically this template, is for the solution that I'm building, is because you need to understand both. Uh, it seems that I have to spend more time learning the interactivity mechanism or the render mode mechanism, depending on the type of component or pages that you're building. But the general idea is that, in my opinion, you should start, if your application is big, you should use this template because it allows you to get the performance advantages of both mechanisms, and also force you to learn a little bit about them. So if you are always in the server side, you will always maybe you will use on the render. So let's go review here. On the server side, maybe you will only use the streaming attribute, stream rendering, or maybe you will use only let's say that you're creating, for example, let's say you have a different page, you will use render mode interactive server, okay, something like that, which in this case is not needed, because when you're streaming rendering and passing the streaming rendering attribute, it's like if you are just using render mode interactive server. So one cool things that I like here for us .NET developers is that it's very straightforward to follow up with your code. Okay, it's very straightforward, it's very clear, it's very smooth. So uh, you have this mechanism where you have the HTML, and here where you have the .NET code. Okay, and here you can reference these variables that you have here. I believe this is great. This is great, guys. You have components layouts that you can separate. You can build more complex components using this specific structuring, which I believe is great. Now, I want to show you the framework that I'm using right now. Let me see if I can show you a couple of them. Um, Okay, let's go here. Blazor UI. What are the best? So we have a couple of them. We have Blazorize, we have Matte Blazor, Mood Blazor. These are a couple of components. Blazorize. I'm showing you what I learned about the UI part, which I believe is a very important decision make that you have to do for developing this. Ratsen. This one I like it actually. Mood Blazor. Mood Blazor. You have Mood Blazor. You have Undesign Blazor. Okay, let's just review a couple of them so you can see it. You can use this video as reference. You have Blazor Strap. What else we have here? And we have Fluent UI, which is the one that I'm using right now. And the one that I'm going to show you. Really good demo. Okay, we have yeah. I cannot find the phrase. Okay, let me see. Fluent. Okay, here. Okay, this is the URL that I'm looking for. Okay, so we had a couple of Fluent UI is a framework that is used a lot on Microsoft, and we have some standards here that we should, if you want, you can just read them here in this web page, and a couple of other ideas on the Fluent design, which I believe is a very good resources. Okay, so you should read a little bit about here. Also here, I believe this one is more important than the other one. This is kind of the same of material, this UI design. So Google creates material design and just basically, no, this is for React. Let me see if yeah, this one. So for Google product we have material, and for Microsoft product we have Fluent UI. Okay, which it looks really cool, guys. I really like it. Let me know in the comment below which one you like the most. But I believe Fluent UI is more beautiful than material. But this is just my idea. You let me know. Okay. we have this cool framework. This is the one that I'm using now, and I'm going to show you the template that they provide. Okay, so you have a very cool web page here, so you can see all the, as you can see, this web page is built with Blazor and also with Fluent UI. So the whole website is, and this is how your website sits. For, of course, you will see, okay, you have a menu bar in the left, and this looks like a very administrative application. So you need a blog, you need other type of applications, you need to use maybe a different, any of these other UI component libraries, which this is why I want to show you different of them. What you can see, we have a lot of cool applications built with Mood Blazor. I haven't used this one yet, but it seems to look very nice. Okay, I'm not sure if this one is paid though. Okay, we have Mood Blazor. This is the one I did research a little bit. We have Undesign. Let me see if we have it here. We have Undesign. You can see the components. You can review the different components, the different, so you can see what fits best to your requirements. We have Blazor Strap. Okay, we have layouts, overviews, content, forms, form controls. There was another which I don't remember correctly. I think I believe it was, yeah, I believe that was Blazor, which went, yeah, mostly all this was, in my opinion, one of the best. This was the one that I used a couple of years back. Somehow it went with the license, but it looks cool too. So you can use it with Bootstrap, with Tailwind, with Material, with Fluent 2. Let's see how the Fluent 2 demo sees. Yeah, that was very slow. Okay. Well, you got the idea, guys. So basically we have a lot of components libraries, so we can choose, but I'm going to focus on this one. Okay, how to use Fluent UI in your project. So basically it will be very easy to start and very easy to just go by it. And how I do it, at least for now, I will share more information as I learn about more, but let's review here. So I'm going to let this open so we can see the difference. Okay, I'm going to let this, okay, let this open so we can see the difference. Okay, we're going to create now a different project. It's going to be, let's do it .NET. I'm going to do a different, no, let's do it using the project. So let's open a different Visual Studio. So in different Visual Studio. Okay, I'm going to show you easily creations for the projects later. So we're going to create a new project and we're going to select Fluent UI. So when you start the project, if you don't have Fluent UI templates, it will not show here. So for now, you need to go here, .NET. Let me see if I remember the command. .NET template. How was the command to install? So I think it's here in the documentation. I forgot about the command. Okay, it's here. So you need to install this one, .NET new install. So .NET new install. As you can see, Microsoft Fluent UI template, and that's how you will see the templates later here. Okay, so you need to run this command, and you will, and Visual Studio will show up these two templates. So we're going to use the same template that we created before when we have a server side and a client side and a WASM project on at the same times. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, Fluent UI, Blazor app Fluent UI. Okay, let's run it here. Let's use auto, the same. Let's go to create, and we're going to see the same structure, the same template, but using Fluent UI. Okay. Okay, let's run it for first time this way. Uh, so we have an error. Let's review this error. Yeah. As you can see, this is just a template and it's coming with some issues, so we're fixing it. Okay, so basically what you have to do is add in the component WebAssembly hosting and also use the component for Fluent UI. So the main difference here between the other projects is that this one uses, as you can see here, we have the Fluent UI icons and the Fluent UI components here. And the pages are built with Fluent UI components. Let me show you. So this project shows you the same. Let me run it. Let me run it first so you can see the difference, guys. So let's use this one, which is a different command I haven't talked to you about. So basically, every time you want hot reload on your project, you say .NET watch. The project will continue there. You start adding some changes, and you will see how your project updates on the browser automatically, which is very, very cool. And there you go. So you have the same page, but with Fluent UI. And this is mobile friendly and everything, guys. Okay. It's not that cool. So we have another, let me show you the difference here. So we have two apps, one with Fluent UI, and we have the other one with Bootstrap. Okay, you pick and choose the best framework you want the most and you like it. So one cool thing about this library is the documentation that they have. As you can see, we have a web page here, which you can just, let's say you want to see how icons are configured. You go here, you say icon, and you have some information about the icons. You can see the icons. You can see them there. You can see some examples. And if you want to review the code on how this specific example was written, so you just go here and you just look for it. It's the same for the header, the same for every component. Switch slides, text area. I believe this is a very cool component based library. I was today struggling with this one a little bit, but I believe these components are very, very, very nice. So having said that, guys, I hope you enjoy using Blazor. I believe what we have covered here today, what we have covered, the difference between the different projects on Blazor, differences between component libraries, which one I like the most, how you install the template for Fluent UI, what else we review today, a couple of differences between what is Blazor on the WebAssembly and Blazor server. Um, Again, you go here, guys, and dig and read a little bit about everything you can tackle, so you can understand a little bit the framework. I'm still going over all the documentation, so see you guys in the next video. I hope you like it. Let me know what your recommendations on this type of videos. I don't have time to prepare that much, but I still have to communicate with you and share something that I learn every day. If I can reach at least one of you guys, um, and I can help you with some little information, not bullshit information, really straightforward information, for me would be very good. See you in the next video.